a temporary challenge and one that we can still work through if we are educated and we do the things that are required to continue to move our business along right now and build for the future. Looking, again, we're on 3. Looking at what's coming, there's a quote on there from Lawrence Yun from the National Association of Realtors, where he talks about this is going to be a very temporary thing. Major financial institutions are calling for a V-shaped recovery. So what that means is as quickly as it went down, we're expecting it to go back up. I don't know about anybody else, but I've been we're moving forward aggressively, and honestly, things are still moving forward very well, but we are expecting just as quickly as we got hit by this, as folks start to get back to work, we are going to ramp up just as quickly. People still need places to live. People still need to buy and sell homes. It's just pushed it back a little bit. The spring buying season that usually ramps up in March and April might be ramping up more in May and June. So right now we're going to talk about the things to do while things are maybe a little bit quieter that will prepare you for things ramping up in a couple of months and will help you make sure that you stay busy and have an amazing 2020. The most important thing to take away from all of this today is a reminder to stay optimistic and upbeat. What we do right now will define our production for the rest of the year. The people I work with that are continuing to slay it are the ones that are being positive. They're bringing peace, love, joy, hope to their clients, to their sphere. That's the message they're putting on social media. Again, the ones that had a great first quarter, they're remembering what got them there. It's about building trust. It's about sharing knowledge. It's about building and maintaining relationships. Right now is absolutely not the time to take your foot off the gas. The time right now is to push down that accelerator. Now's the time to do things, a lot of the things that you know you should be doing anyway, but maybe we don't always have time to do. All of those webinars and trainings you've done on the past where you've learned how to work your database, how to work social media, how to do the things consistently to build not only the foundation for your business, but to grow your business that we often don't have time to do if we're a little bit slower right now, or we have extra time because of efficiencies from technology. Now is the time that we have to work on those things. And we're going to talk about that today as part of our plan. So this is your plan over the next couple weeks, couple months, until things start to normalize. And hopefully a lot of these things you can take with you when we get to our new normal after things have settled down. But this plan was compiled in talking to local top producing agents. And on top of that, it's things that we do every day in our business to help make sure that we stay consistent and grow. So the first thing for anyone that's been in the business for a while, get into your client database and write out 10 handwritten note cards a day individually to each of your clients. This is something we try to do on a very regular basis. The art of snail mail, it really has gone away. And you get a lot of junk mail and bills, but how often do you get somebody that takes the time to handwrite you a note card? This is something that we should probably be doing every day anyway. Now we actually have the time to do it. So pull your database. If you don't have your database organized, guess what? You might have time to do that. So sit down, put it in any sort of customer relationship management system, any sort of CRM. What's the best CRM? There's really no great answer to that. The best CRM is the one you'll actually use. An Excel spreadsheet can work if you have nothing else, but any sort of program that organizes your customer information, name, address, phone number, date of birth if you have it, anniversary of their home purchase, and can give you triggers and tasks and follow-up, that's a great thing to organize right now. But once you have that, or even as you're working on it, sit down and write out 10 handwritten note cards a day. Just check in. Just say hello. Hey, this is Kevin Onizuk at ABC Real Estate. I was just checking in to see how you guys are doing. If you have any real estate related questions or concerns about your home, don't hesitate to reach out to me. That's something I do on the anniversary of every closing that I have had, and it gets a huge response in not only getting referrals, but also just solidifying that relationship. So when that person needs something, I wasn't just a transaction to them, they come back to me. On top of sitting down and sending out a handwritten note card, get into your database and call them. If you have some extra time right now, and honestly, you should always have time for this, go through the names in your database and reach out to at least 13 of them a day. You should have a little bit more time to do this because typically those phone calls are going to be a little faster than sitting down and handwriting a card, mostly because a lot of people you just won't get on the phone. You'll just leave a voicemail. So we are all in sales, but you know what? In this, it's not a hard sale. You're just checking in with people who you've worked with before. You're coming from a place of caring and contribution. Just call, just love on them, and use your own words. But I would just start out with simply something like, hey, this is Kevin Onizuk at ABC Real Estate. I helped you with your home purchase or your home sale last time. The purpose of my call is just to see how you guys are doing with everything that is going on. So keep it simple, keep it friendly, use your own words. If it's somebody you've worked with recently, you probably don't have to remind them that you helped them with the purchase or sale of their last home, but just give them a call, check in on their family, see how they're doing, and let them start talking. They'll talk to you, and because you're their real estate agent, they'll probably start talking to you about real estate. It's still okay to ask for the business. Don't be aggressive about it, but that's why you're calling. Hey, if you know anyone looking for some help right now, anyone who has questions about real estate, I know it's a tough time, have them give me a call. I know we've all seen a lot on the news about housing and forbearance. If you know anybody that's struggling, please have them give me a call. I'm not just a resource for you, I'm a resource for friends, family, coworkers, anywhere you know. Just keep it simple, keep it friendly, and let them know that you are here for them. Those are the two things that I'd say, if you get nothing out of this today, do those two things. And those are two things you should be doing every day anyway. And we'll talk about time blocking and setting aside the time to do those as we move forward. Number 3, show property virtually to buyers. This is working fantastically. I work with one local agent who is crushing it right now. I'm probably doing 2 contracts a week for her. I can barely keep up with the clients and leads and new contracts that she is sending me on a consistent basis, and she's doing a lot of it virtually. She has customers that went under contract last week. They're military buyers moving here from Arizona. So technically, they're not doing it virtually because of the C-19, but they really can't travel here because of that. So they did everything online. She introduced herself to them, had a conversation on FaceTime. Then when it came to see properties, she just took her cell phone with her, put it on FaceTime, walked around, showed them the houses, and they made the purchase decision all from the comfort of their home in Arizona. You can use whatever mediums you are comfortable with. This isn't a produced video like you'd see on a listing because, of course, when you're doing a listing video, you're going to have a professional photographer most likely. They're going to go in, they're going to make that place look fantastic. Nope, This is you, the agent, it's you, your buyer, and you're going and showing them the reality of this property. It maybe takes 30 to 45 minutes at most. That's probably only a property they're truly interested in. If it's not something that they're really interested in, it won't take very long at all. But agents say this is working very well, and it increases the comfort level with everyone in the process. So buyers that may be high risk or self-quarantine, but still need to make a purchase or want to make a purchase or are just out of town, doing the video conferencing, doing the FaceTime, it truly works, and it can be a great way to show somebody property in a safe and distant manner, and it can help the seller side feel more comfortable. You know, if you are the listing agent, you can do the same thing for a listing appointment. You can have the seller do a walkthrough of the property. So if you're considering listing a home, the sellers aren't real comfortable with having you in their home or sitting down face to face, have the seller FaceTime you and show you around the property. That works great with homes that you are selling, especially if it's someone that you did the purchase for. So if you help them buy the home, you already know the home, you're familiar with it. You can have them do a quick walk around so you can see what's going on, what they might need to stage, what they might need to repair, and get things ready to go. And with sellers as well, for having folks come through their property, having one agent come through and show it virtually to their clients is probably a little bit more comforting than having a family of 5 come traipsing through and the kids touching all over everything in your house. So use whatever medium you're most comfortable with, FaceTime, do a Zoom meeting and carry your laptop around, whatever, but you can show property virtually to your buyers. And number 4, be positive. Encourage your buyers that you have currently, new prospects that you'll be getting in the next couple months, that it's a great time to buy right now. The temporary downturn, unemployment, talks of recession does not mean a housing crisis. Share a graphic that shows that. There are plenty of them out there that shows a housing crisis is not directly tied to a recession, and this is not a housing crisis. Talk about the opportunities. Interest rates are still low and going lower. This makes homes more affordable. Somebody that can afford a house at $200,000 at a, say, 4.5% or 5% interest rate might be able to afford a house at $225,000 or $250,000 at lower interest rates. We'll talk about a little bit later what the mortgage market is doing and what interest rates are doing. They are low. They're probably going to continue to get better, but it's a great opportunity for folks to buy. There are still people, plenty of people, buying and selling houses across the board. But the key is be positive, be their expert. The person that is positive and adapting is also thriving right now and will be crushing it when the other side of that V curve starts to hit. Listings, that's a very personal decision for agents right now. I know some agents that are still actively pursuing new listings, getting homes on the market. As we know, a lack of inventory is one of the biggest problems we have right now. We're at the point where properties that are priced right and in decent shape are getting multiple offers, especially in the lower price points. So that's a personal decision of going out, meeting face-to-face with potential sellers, doing the property walkthroughs, etc. So you'll have to kind of make that decision for yourself, but you do have the virtual options. And if somebody is excited to sell, they can be understanding. You can explain what you can do with virtual listing appointments. You can make it a personal decision by you, by the sellers, but there are plenty of opportunities, and listings are the highest demand item right now. And the last thing we'll hit in this section on this screen is if you own or manage properties, on an amazing idea that I heard from a realtor named Mary. They are contacting their best tenants and offering to give them a break on their rent payment for the next month or two. If it's a great tenant that's been there for a long time, if you manage properties, maybe talk to the owners and see if there's something you can do to help them out. It can be a social contribution for folks that really need relief. Maybe folks that are in the restaurant industry, maybe folks that are in the tourism industry. We know that's huge around here. There's a lot of our people that are suffering. So if your landlords, your owners are willing to help out in any way, that can go a long way at making sure that you keep a good tenant in your property, and that solidifies a potential buyer for you, because we all know that a lot of those renters will become buyers and they'll remember that you were their advocate. And that's going everywhere. I pay a lot of money to Zillow every month with co-marketing. Zillow even gave everybody half off last month. They cut the co-marketing cost in half because they knew people were struggling. I saw on the news today, all of the car insurance companies are giving breaks to their clients. So it's a good opportunity and a way to give back. And you can talk to your property owners just in that same way, saying, hey, folks are struggling right now. Your tenants are struggling. They've been great tenants. They've paid their rent on time. They're taking good care of the property. Maybe we can help them out for a month or two. And next, along those same lines, keep your eyes open for ways to give back. There's a lot of folks that need help right now, and a lot of organizations that need help in taking care of them. So take some time right now to help out others. What keeps you going? What would you enjoy doing the most? Where's the greatest need in our community? Personally, we set up a promotion on our Facebook page for ALCOVA Williamsburg, where we're helping to promote small businesses. So for the month of April, every week, we've given away a $100 gift card to a local business. So we just pick one and we promote them for that week and tell folks, hey, if you want to use such and such a small business, if you want to help them out, go to their website, buy a gift card, buy a gift certificate. And that's exactly what we're doing. For example, this week we're doing Axe Republic in Newtown. So we are promoting Axe Republic. Hey everybody, go to Axe Republic. It's a fun place to go. They're not open right now, but you can help them out, help them stay open. Go buy a gift certificate or gift card now that you can use when they open back up. And we are giving away one as a promotion for anybody that likes or comments, just to get the word out that they are in business and to help small businesses make it through this time. It's a great opportunity for the community to see your giving heart, so you can find something that is a good fit for you and a good fit for what you are passionate about. Another way to give back, hire somebody that's been forced out of work. If you know somebody in retail, restaurants, tourism, if they have been laid off, let go, whatever it may be, hire them to help you. You have a huge database, have them write your note cards. Your client's gonna look at that note card and be like, hey, I got a note card from Kevin. Oh wait, that's not Kevin's handwriting. Of course not. They're not gonna know it's your handwriting or not. When I do client note cards, I'll often have my assistant sit and write them. My most recent assistant was female, so our handwriting did not look anything alike. My handwriting is a train wreck. Hers is actually probably way more legible, but clients got a personally written note card from me. They're not going to analyze the handwriting. They can make phone calls. Hey, I'm calling on behalf of Kevin, or even better, hey, Kevin Onizuk, who did your, as you remember, who did your last mortgage, asked me to give you a call. He just wanted me to check in and see how things are going for you and your family right now. So they can make calls for you. They can work your social media. You can put someone to work right now, very affordably. It'll be helping them out, and it'll be helping you out. It's a great way to give back that's good for both of you. It's a great way to give back that helps you work on the fundamentals of your business. And you're putting someone to work now that could end up being your full-time assistant once you see how helpful and effective it is, or even your partner, your real estate partner in the future. Being tech savvy. It's a great time to become the expert in the business. Now, in saying that, I'm not saying you have to be a tech expert. This is not a super produced video online. It's just you. It's you as the agent. You're showing a home. And it's not just showings. You can do a home inspection. You can join the home inspector and follow them around with your phone. You can review repairs that are completed by the seller. You can do walkthroughs. You can do closings via FaceTime. Pretty much anything in the process you can work through with video. And it's okay to make tech mistakes. It takes time to get comfortable, and other people will understand that. You are the real estate expert. You're going to become the tech savvy real estate expert. You're not necessarily expected to be the tech expert. This COVID-19 pandemic mess is accelerating a process that was already happening. Our business is going more virtual. Technology helps support us. Technology isn't going to eliminate the local realtor. Technology isn't going to eliminate the local mortgage person. Just like when a lot of stock trading, bond trading, etc., went online with E-Trade and stuff, guess what? Our community here is full of exceptional and successful financial advisors. So we can take what we're learning now with technology, incorporate it into our business, and be that exceptional realtor going forward when things start to normalize. And if you look down over here in this area is a fun little thing I pulled off the internet. I looked up some options of things that were tech fails, where people tried new technology. I thought this one was funny. This said, my boss turned herself into a potato on our Outlook Teams meeting and can't figure out how to turn the setting off, so she was just stuck like this the entire meeting. People aren't going to criticize or condemn you if you're like, hold on, I can't get the sound to work. Hold on, I gotta fix this. It's fine. They want you to be their expert in real estate, but utilize the technology tools that are available to you and to them. And guess what? They're going to be not tech experts either. They're going to have the same issues, and they're going to have the same nervousness. How to market during the crisis without looking like an uncaring jerk. Really, it's about being positive, being kind, and being caring. So the first tip right now is focus on your long-term relationships, not cash grabs. Yes, we still want to ask for the business. It's okay to still ask for the business, but don't lead with that. Call people, check in on them, see how they're doing. Are they still able to go to work? Is their family healthy? Is the people in their sphere healthy and okay? Do they have real estate questions? Do they know anybody that are having real estate questions or struggles? Then it's okay to ask for the business, or ask for referrals, or to ask people that are having problems to give you a call, that you are there as a trusted advisor and you're calling because you do care. And the second tip is you must believe it's going to be okay, because let's be real. Sales and marketing, you're trying to build confidence you want the other person to have confidence in you. So if you aren't confident that, you know what, things are okay right now in real estate. In many other areas of the country, people are struggling, people are hurting, but the housing market is strong. Buyers are still buying, sellers are still selling. So you have to be confident, because if you're not giving that confidence, they won't have it either. And you can't fake it. You have to believe in what you're saying. So if you don't believe it right now, start reading statistics. Start reading information that's out there. There's plenty of it to show that you truly are in a good place, in a good market, and there is plenty of opportunity still available. One of my favorite things to do right now and always is social media. Social media is important. Social media is huge. We all love social media in real estate. What other business do you know that brags about every time that they have a success in business? If you have a doctor friend on social media, you know, every time that they, I don't know, stitch up a cut, they're not posting pictures of it on Facebook saying, "Woohoo! Guess what? I stitch up a pretty bad wound today. Check this out." But no, on social media, we in the real estate business, we love to self-promote. We want everybody to know that we were the top producer of the month. We had this closing, and it shows folks not only what we do, that we're successful, but it reminds them that, hey, this is what we do. So right now, social media, it's time to double down, because you know what? Everybody is on social media. So in March, from mid-March to the end of March, social media traffic skyrocketed, up 35%. So people are bored that aren't working. People are looking for stuff to do. People are staring at their phones, staring at their computer screens more than ever. So with social media, these are the things that we probably should be doing every day anyway. And we'll do a whole separate class on social media, including Facebook, Instagram, etc. Most of this we're going to cover right here is primarily Facebook, because I think a lot of us are more familiar with that. But the first thing to do is go through and friend request everybody, past clients, current clients, potential clients, colleagues, friend each other, business partners, vendors, everybody that you can get into your friend network, get them in there. They don't have to be a true friend. Remember, this is to develop your business so that when you do post success stories, when you do post information, you're going to have more people seeing it. It's going to be going through more people's feeds. And you never know, a business partner, a vendor, a title company may see, wow, this person's doing really well, and send you a referral, send you someone that they can't help out. Post daily, put up information, and don't just blow it up with business stuff. On your business page, sure, but on your personal page, people go there to learn about you. So post what you're doing, post funny things, show your personality, just put some sort of content out there every day. Generally, I try to break it up where I'll put at least, one or two personal posts, pictures of me doing something, my family doing something, maybe something motivating, and then sprinkle a business related post in there no more than 1 out of 3 times. Folks will know you're a real estate agent. Folks will know that you're a realtor, but the more interactions you get that are interesting, the more traction that you will get. When I post a business post, I get very few likes or shares. When I post something goofy or funny, or a cute picture of my kids or a pet, that gets tons of traction, and they already know I'm a mortgage guy. This next one, like and comment and interact like crazy. With social media, we certainly scroll through, we look at Instagram and what people have posted, we look at Facebook and what our friends and family are doing, what they had for dinner last night, etc. But you know what really excites people on social media is getting likes and comments. Social media is honestly very narcissistic. So when we post something and it gets 5 comments, it's a little disappointing. When it gets 105 comments, or likes, 105 likes, you get 105 comments, that's a whole lot. That's really exciting. That's really a boost to that person. So go through and like, not everybody's gonna look at all the likes, but toss in a comment below. So if you see one of your past clients posting something, drop a comment in there like, hey, glad to see your family's doing well. Take care and keep in touch. Whatever it may be, whatever your personality would be, it really doesn't matter what you say. You're just staying top of mind with that person because they may not look at what you post, but if you comment on their Facebook post, they're going to remember that, and it builds attachment to you. DMs, so that's direct messages to Facebook friends. If you're doing 10 postcards or personalized note cards a day, you're making your 13 calls a day, send a Facebook message. Sprinkle that in too. Just go into your Facebook Messenger, shoot out an individual personal message, try to do 10 a day. Hey, this is Kevin. I was just checking in on you to see how you and your family are doing. Just send that. Guess what? You're going to get a great response rate. And again, it's building that relationship. Everything we're talking about is building relationships, being kind, being positive, not being salesy right now, but strengthening that relationship so that if they need something now, they'll let you know now. But in a couple months, when things are going crazy and we are all insanely busy and you don't have time to do this, they're going to remember that you cared and reached out. If they have a need, they're going to choose you. And if they know anybody, they're like, oh my gosh, my realtor, Rita, was so awesome. I wasn't just a buyer to her. I was a real person. She kept in touch with me. She even checked in with me when things were tough. Next, this is one I love, and this is one I actually had my assistant do. Send birthday greetings every day. We all get Facebook notifications of birthdays, and you can easily just type something in there, but that gets lost in the shuffle because we can get a ton of those messages on our birthday. What I love is posting something personal, and I enjoy doing the birthday cakes. So you can customize a birthday cake and put it on their wall. You can just Google customized happy birthday greetings, but there's a couple examples there. Namegreetings.com is a really good one. Just go to Pinterest. There's a bunch of links on there. So you can customize a message on a birthday cake, stick it on their wall. That gets noticed way more than just a, hey, happy birthday. That's part of the bulk messages that go out on their birthday day. People love their birthday. They love to feel special, and you making that extra effort, again, solidifies that relationship. Great one is join or create Facebook group pages. The pages that you're a member of, go to them daily. Interact. Be the expert. Provide information. Be the calm. Be the light and be positive. Talk about this is just temporary. Things are getting better. Share positive news. Don't focus on the negative. When you share things, don't be all, with face masks and bodysuits, etc. That's not sharing the calm. That's reality, but reality can also be positive, forward-looking. Go to Facebook Live. People love Facebook Live. If you're comfortable chatting live and online, you can share tips. You can share business and real estate related tips. You can share personal tips. Hey, here's your easy living tip of the day. Here's your great things to do, family fun projects. Here's what my family and I did. These are some cool things you can do with you and your kids. People are bored. They're watching Facebook Live videos. They're watching videos more than ever. It's actually expected that within about the next 2 years, 75% of the content that is on Facebook will be videos. So let's get comfortable with them. Let's post them, and they don't have to be perfect. Send videos. You can do selfies. Just hold up your cell phone. Hey, this is Kevin, and start talking. I do that and text them. So I have my phone with me quite a bit, and I will just hit record, do a selfie video, start talking to folks, and send it as a text. I do it on birthdays. So in my entire database, I know everybody's birthday. So I have a little bit of extra help there because we find that information out when we take an application. We know their date of birth, but you can certainly always ask that. So on everybody's birthday, I send them a personal video. Hey, this is Kevin from ALCOVA Mortgage. It's always your birthday. Just wanted to reach out, say hey, make sure you're doing well, and wish you a very happy birthday. It can be that simple, and send it off to them. But it can be the same things for checking in with someone. You tried to call them by phone, couldn't get them, send them a follow-up video. Hey, this is Kevin. I reached out to you to check in to see how you and your family are doing. Just wanted to make sure you all are doing okay. If you need anything, give me a call and give your cell phone number. You can do one video in that case and text it out many times. You don't have to personalize every single one of them. That's really up to you and your relationship with that person and the time that you have to do it, and if you're doing it yourself or you're having your assistant do it. The next thing, educate. Social media is a great way to educate people, educate your past clients who you friended, educate potential buyers, people in your sphere. Do it on your business page, share it on your personal page, fill your feed with information. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of uncertainty. People are looking to go to that person who is providing that knowledge, who is providing the calm, who is giving the information to give them a sense of peace and well-being and knowing that, oh, you know what? It is okay to list my house right now. It is okay to go out and buy a house right now. We're not in the midst of a housing collapse. So fill your feed with data, with graphs, with charts, with quotes. Keep everybody informed and promote engagement. A great resource is keepingmatterscurrent.com. I kind of put that down there in green. If you don't have something already available, you can go to their website. A lot of their content you can just use for free. They share it and they give you the opportunity to customize it. You can pay a couple bucks. It's actually pretty cheap, and it customizes it with your personal contact information. So it's something that I use a lot. A couple of the graphics from this presentation came from that keepingmatterscurrent.com. And the beauty is they put it out there for you to use. They don't charge you for it unless you want it customized, and customizing it is pretty cheap. So probably not the worst idea. Another thing we can do right now, tied with our social media, is brand building. Again, a lot of this we know we need to do anyway. We want to do it anyway, but maybe we don't always have time. Most years in March and April, we are all going nuts with business. Maybe you're still productive. Maybe you still have a lot going on, but in those times where you would have been going out and doing something fun, this is a good way to fill that time rather than just binging on Netflix. So I will send this as part of the information that we send out. Rita mentioned we'll send some follow-up information, but there's a list of 50 free websites where you can list your business. I just took a little clip of some of them, but it's places that you can go and share information about your business. So go to Google, build your business page, do your information. Same thing with Bing. Yelp, do you have a Yelp page as a realtor? Now's a good time to set one up. Your Facebook business page, if you don't have one, go set it up. If you do have one, when's the last time you went through and posted pictures, updated your profile picture, make sure that your contact information is correct. Maybe you've changed companies, you have a different preferred email address or something of that nature. There's a lot of opportunities to get your name out there where people search when they're looking for homes, or when they hit Google or Yahoo or something and do a general search for real estate. There's a lot of opportunities for you to pop up if you have this information built out. So you can brand yourself in so many different ways. There's so many different classes on branding and building out your information on any of these websites. We'll be doing more classes about some of this. Now is the time to do these things that in your business, you've done classes, you know these are things you should be doing, you wish you had time to do them. Guess what? Now we have time. And there's software that can help. We are talking about virtual business. We are talking about efficiencies. Here's just a few examples of some of the software things that can assist you in accomplishing a lot of these tasks. Phone burner, this is really just an efficiency tool. When you have your database set up, you can attach phone burner, or sometimes your database has tools that are just a speed dialer. So once you hang up, it dials the next person for you. So if you have to make your 13 contacts in a day, and maybe that takes you 20 or 25 phone calls, you're not wasting time with sitting there and manually dialing the phone. It makes you faster, it makes you more efficient, and gets you through the list more quickly. And honestly, I find it's helpful in that it keeps dialing so I don't get distracted with emails or whatever else that may pop up, so that the next call is coming, I better be paying attention. Slide broadcast, and there's other versions too, it's ringless voicemail drops. So I have a huge database given the time that I've been in the business. So sometimes I use ringless voicemails. What that does is you pre-record a voicemail and pop it into the system, and it drops that voicemail into everybody's voicemail boxes. So it goes out and it's like you called and left a personalized voicemail, but the phone never actually rings. So it puts a voicemail in there, so they think you've taken the time, you've reached out, you've left them a message, and they call you back, or whatever your purpose is for leaving that message, just checking in, giving them information, whatever it may be. Huge time saver. If you want to send out a bunch of texts, ZipWhip is one of many programs that are available for that. I like to use not only just text, but videos. I think it gets a way better result, and it builds that personal connection. So anyone can send a text. Sending out a text with video, they get to see your face, they get to see what you look like. Again, when you think about going on social media, yeah, it's fine to see a picture of what somebody ate for dinner tonight, and what mountain scene that they recently saw. But you really, when you're scrolling through, you want to see your friends, you want to see their kids, you want to see pictures of them and what they're up to. Seeing someone's face makes a huge difference. You can use your cell phone video camera, you can use FaceTime, FaceTime Live, WhatsApp. BombBomb is a great tool that allows you to create videos. You can create a whole library of videos and send them out. So you can send out COVID-19 updates, real estate updates during COVID-19, send out positive messages, why it's a good time to buy or sell. But that's a tool you should be using anyway to talk about different steps in the home process, and you can pre-record a video that just goes out automatically, say after every listing appointment, or after every showing, or after a home inspection, whatever it may be. You can share information, share updates, talk to them about, okay, an appraisal's being ordered, who's doing the appraisal, why is it done, what does an appraisal tell you. They're not going to read a hugely detailed email as much as they're going to listen to you talk about it. And you can do virtual meetings just like this, .loop, Zoom, whatever it may be. You can do your virtual meetings with buyers, with sellers, with everybody together, whatever you are looking to accomplish at that moment. So record your video. I'm here to help. Send it out, whether it's a BombBomb video, you're just personally texting it to someone. There's a lot of software you can use to help make all of this faster and more effective. And keep in mind, all of this is different. It's a change from how we're used to doing business. But the things we're learning now, the things we're doing now, we can take into the future with us. Right now, we're all trying to think outside the box. How can I continue to do business right now? How can I make it through this next couple months? If things open up in the next few weeks here in Virginia, if the governor lets us get back to work, it's not going to be the same. It's going to be limited. It's going to be slow, and people are still going to be in a socially distant mindset. We're not all going to run and get on a cruise ship the minute the cruise ship opens their doors. We're all going to be like, let's let the few cruises happen first to see if people are getting trapped on them for weeks or a month. We're not going to be doing business the way we did 6 months or a year ago. When we get back to a new normal, whatever that new normal is, when toilet paper is back on the shelves, what new ways of doing business do I bring forward? What things am I learning now that I'm going to be able to use in my business in the future? We're all being forced to come into modern times and work virtually. When we're working with younger buyers, or we're working with people all over the country, a lot of these things we're learning to do in our business virtually, we're going to be using for many years to come. Necessity right now is causing us to have to learn these things. But necessity is the mother of invention. We are now thinking out of the box, and going forward, a lot of the things that we're learning will help us to do business cheaper. Maybe we need less office space. Maybe we need less travel time. It'll be easier for everyone because technology doesn't replace us. We are still valuable. Our knowledge is still valuable, but it does make it easier for us to do our job and grow and help more people. Now, here's something I can certainly talk about with a lot of expertise: lending. It's a crazy time in the real estate world, particularly in lending. A month ago, there was a week where it started on a Monday where mortgage rates were 2.5% to 2.75% on a 30-year fixed. We were going crazy locking in purchases. We were going crazy locking in refinances. Within 24 to 48 hours, rates were in the mid-5s, and by the end of the week, rates were like 5%. So it has been the most volatile time in the mortgage business that I can remember, and I've been doing it 25 years, 26 years, but even folks who have been around longer than me said they've never seen anything like this. So now is the time to work with your lender, your lending partner, in ways that are even more important than they've ever been before. We are not a commodity. Your lending person is your partner in this, because unless you have a cash buyer, we need each other. They need financing. Your buyer needs financing. Your buyer needs a mortgage, and things are changing quickly. One of the most important things right now is communication. Things are happening so fast in the mortgage world. Things are changing so quickly. We're doing our very best to reach out to all of our agents, letting you know what's going on, letting you know what's changing and how it impacts not only potential buyers, but people you already have in your pipeline. There are folks who were pre-approved a month ago that now aren't qualified to purchase. Things have definitely changed. You also need to work with a mortgage partner who knows that purchases are their priority. Rates are low in many cases, depending upon the situation, sometimes extremely low. So mortgage lenders are in the midst of a refi boom in 2020, and it's probably just going to get worse. In the mortgage world, in a normal year, the mortgage industry can handle about $2 trillion in mortgage originations. Year to date in 2020, based on what we've been seeing, we're on pace to do more than $5 trillion in volume. and there's just not enough capacity in the system to handle it. There's not enough people. There's just not enough appraisers. There's not enough capacity to do it. So you need to make sure that your lending partner is focused on purchase business, making sure that your deals get a front of the line pass. Your leads should be getting the priority. When you give somebody a purchase lead, make sure your loan officer calls them immediately, doesn't wait 3 or 4 days because they're dealing with a bunch of refinance applications as well. We are stronger together than we're apart. When the realtor and mortgage person work closely together, encourage one another, and show gratitude, we can be way more successful together. Mortgage guidelines are changing quickly and often. Programs have been eliminated. Credit requirements have been tightened, but this is all just temporary, and it depends on the lender. Your, say, FHA mortgages, the FHA hasn't changed their mortgage program. It's just some lenders have tightened up. They've tightened up because they're scared. A lot of it has to do with forbearances and unemployment. So just to keep it super simple, when we make a mortgage with someone, we borrow the money from a mortgage bond. We have to make the bond payments. We collect payments from the buyers to make those bond payments. So with forbearance, the buyers don't have to make payments, but the mortgage company still does. So it's caused a huge liquidity crisis, and there's an even bigger concern that these new mortgages we're making, people are going to go into forbearance in their first couple payments. So we're going to be making a bunch of mortgages for people that just aren't going to make payments. So it's just caused a lot of fear in the mortgage world. It's taken some very big companies, very well-known ones, ones that often go into space, and have put them on the verge of running out of money and declaring bankruptcy. So this is just temporary. If your lender has tightened requirements and you can no longer help a particular client, ask around a little bit. For example, I know some folks, some lenders have tightened up on VHDA. They've stopped doing some of the VHDA programs. They put in high minimum credit scores. Other lenders like us, hey, it's just VHDA. We're still doing everything as normal. Minimum credit scores in the industry sometimes would go as low as 580 a month or so ago. In general, that's gone up. You know, folks under a 640 credit score, it might be tough to find them financing right now. Under 620, really going to be tough to find them financing right now. So, you know, those folks may need a little bit of credit repair and improvement. And with mortgage interest rates, if you're at a 740 credit score, there's some incredibly good interest rates available for you right now. If you're at a 640 credit score, it's not the same situation. You may even still get a pretty decent interest rate, but if you're below a 680 credit score right now, so you have a fair credit buyer, they're going to be paying points. And you may need to take that into account when you're making a purchase offer, looking to do seller pay closing costs and such. There may be a point or two, and it may be unavoidable because of the situation and fear that lenders have right now. Points are a new norm for folks that aren't super well qualified. But when you are out selling, looking for your potential buyers, there are still very good programs out there. Your basic programs are still moving forward, and there can be some exceptional rates available for buyers helping with affordability. All your core mortgage programs are available. FHA, VA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac Conventional, USDA, VHDA, they have not pulled back. If there's pullback, it's because of your local lender. We, they, whatever it may be, are just being a little bit more conservative because they're concerned about default, early delinquencies. They're having liquidity issues. And honestly, there's just too many deals coming through the pipeline. So slightly higher prices will help to slow that down. We're thinking within the next couple months, maybe even late summer or early fall, the conventional wisdom is we're going to see some incredibly low mortgage rates, comfortably in the twos, without a lot of points or fees or costs or any. So for those who are thinking about refinancing, our advice right now is wait, better things are coming. But that's also going to be a huge boon for all of us on the purchase side of the world, purchase side of the business. So let's start to put some of this together, putting it all together. First and foremost, don't panic. Now's the time to remain calm, and be the light. Be it to your employees if you have a team, your colleagues, your friends, your family, your clients. Share that message everywhere that you can. Next is be consistent. We always want to be consistent. We always want to block out sales time every day. Me personally, from 9 to 11 a.m., I'm in my office, my door is closed, my email is shut off, and I'm on the phone. I'm calling past clients. I'm sending out my birthday messages. I'm blocking out those 2 hours every day as the most important 2 hours of my day to develop my business. Not for today, but what I do today impacts me in a few weeks, in a few months, even in a few years. This will put you way ahead of your competition when we get to the other side of this V curve. So take some time, map out your day, block out the time to do your sales activities. Make time to have a healthy mind and body. Eat right, get some exercise. Whatever you used to do to build your business, keep it up. You know the fundamentals, keep doing them, even amp it up. Do more of it if you have extra time. Put everything you do on steroids. Now is the time not just to survive, but to thrive. And even if it's not putting a deal in your pipeline right this second, you're gonna see the results coming in a few weeks. Things you invest today will build your pipeline in a few months. Keep your team happy. If you have a team, be kind. Take care of your folks. Communicate with them. Let them hear you be positive. That will help them share it with people in their sphere, with people in your pipeline. And use video as much as possible. Putting a graphic, putting information out on Facebook, social media, sending a text is great, but when they see you in person, when you're checking in to say, hey, what's happening? They're gonna see that you care. When you're sharing information, they're gonna see that you're confident in what you're saying. So use video as much as possible. If you're like, I don't really feel comfortable with that, I watch other people's videos and they look so great, but I always look ridiculous, I sound ridiculous, I don't like the sound of my voice. Just a little hint, or just a little personal thing that I'm sharing, I don't watch my own videos ever. When I send a video, when I do a class, when I do a video post on Facebook, if you're local, I used to be on the board of supervisors and all that was on TV. I never watched one of them because we're our own biggest critic. When I look at myself on a video or listen to it, I'm like, ugh, I look fat, my hair looks stupid, I put on my COVID-19 pounds, so if you want to watch your videos and self-criticize, that's fine, but to me, I find if I do that, I'm gonna be less likely to do them. So I do it, I get it decent enough, and I send it out. So I use it for check-ins, sending info, saying thanks, happy birthday, whatever it is you need to communicate, pick up the phone and call, or send a video and put it out there on social media. Next, ask for the business. People still need to buy and sell houses. So reach out in a positive, caring manner, in an educating manner, but still ask for the business. Let people know you are here to help, whether it's right now or when things get back to whatever the new normal may be. Practice safety. In all of this, we want to be smart. We're talking about ways to work our business with technology and other tools that we have, When we do go face-to-face, if you're more comfortable and so is everybody else, wear a mask. Drive separate cars to your showing. Bring some hand sanitizer. Wipe down the knobs. If you need hand sanitizer, I have a whole box of ALCOVA Mortgage hand sanitizers here. You are welcome to have. So be safe, protect yourself, protect others, and give other people a sense of calm and safety as well. Be kind. People are scared. Be that light. Be that positive hope. Know that when you share confidence, people are going to feel confidence. And extremely important, stay in the draft. If you look at race cars and such, I'm not a big NASCAR fan or follower, but they move faster when they're caught in a draft. So get in the draft, get with like-minded people. Talk to the top producers in your office. That realtor that is out there killing it right now, talk to them. What are they doing? What can I do to be like you? Have a strong loan officer partner or a title company partner who's thriving right now. What are they doing? Feed off of them, feed off their positivity and energy. You can share ideas for keeping your business strong and hold each other accountable. What we went through today is a lot of tasks that can take a lot of time and is easy to get off track really quickly. So find an accountability partner. Hey, did you make your calls today? Did you send your notes today? What did you do on social media today? Hold each other accountable even when it's hard, even when it's tough right now to do things. You can hold each other accountable on a FaceTime call. You can call each other. You can scan and send over your tally sheet of your activities. But having someone there to coach you, develop you, and for you to give back to them and to hold each other accountable is something that can help both of you grow and develop your business. We talked about using technology to your advantage. We'll do some future classes about doing about specifics on how to use and develop specific parts of technology. Be positive, be informative, be the light. With technology, now's the time to learn and use it. A great example is this Zoom meeting. We've never done this before, but it's something that we're able to reach a lot of people, provide a lot of great information, and it's something that you're going to be seeing more and more of. And in all of your technology, remember, be kind, be positive, be informative. Next, catch up on that to-do list. We've talked about that. All the things that are normally on your back burner, do them now. All the things that you've said, oh, I really need to do this in my business. The classes you've taken, and you're like, wow, that's a great idea. I need to do that in my business. Guess what? It gets busy. We forget about it. Now's the time to do them. So work on your CRM. Update your database. Go to your website. Make sure it's up to date. Post, comment. Do things to get you boosted in search engines. If you do email campaigns, I bet you haven't looked at it in a long time. Maybe you just need to update your picture. Reach out to your past clients. All the things you always wish you had more time to do. Investing in that now builds your business for the future. And gratitude. It's always great to have gratitude. So people that are contributing to your success, people that are helping you, let them know. Say thank you. Maybe it's your broker, maybe it's somebody you work with, any little thing. People are stressed right now. Any opportunity we have to tell somebody thank you, I appreciate what you're doing, it's always important, but now more so than ever. Some final thoughts. We'll end with this. So first realization is we all have to understand this is going to end at some point. Is it going to end in a week? Is it going to end in a month? Who knows? We are all questioning everything. All the experts have opinions. No one knows. But it will come to an end. Odds are it's going to end very soon. I believe May 10th-ish is the expiration of a lot of the restrictions here in Virginia. So maybe in a few weeks, we'll start to ease up. We'll start to get back to some new normal in our life. The world's going to be different after this. The new normal will be different, at least for a while folks are still cautious. Folks are still concerned. Just because we're allowed to do something doesn't mean we're going to do it. So when things get started, we have an opportunity to take what we've learned now and implement it over the next few weeks, over the next few months, but honestly, in the entire future of our business. Realization number 3, we can make it 90 days. We've seen this is going to be a V curve. There is still demand for properties. People still need to buy, people still need to sell. They're just taking a step back. So in this time period, whether it ends up being 60 days, 90 days, whatever, it's an opportunity to build on the foundations of our business. We'll survive the 90 days. And you know what? A couple months from now, we're all going to be so busy, we're not going to know what to do with ourselves. So this could be over in a matter of weeks. And honestly, this could be just the moment we've all been waiting for. This could be just the moment we all need to take a step back, to watch those training videos that we haven't been able to do, to implement those sales projects that we've always wanted to do, to start time blocking consistently, writing note cards, making phone calls so when we get busy again, we can be disciplined to continue it. In all of this, we can all be grateful, be kind to each other, come from a place of contribution and helping others, whether it's volunteering, giving money, hiring somebody that needs to do some work, just educating people and being that light and that hope. Those things that we do right now will help us slay it in 2020. It'll have us ready for the other side of that V. So now is the time where all of us can be our best selves and come out of this being better than we ever have been before. So we're going to soon open it up for questions, but just to give you an idea of some of the things we're thinking about going forward, and we'd love your suggestions on classes you'd like us to cover. If you've been to Loans and Finance 101 at WAR, there's a Loans and Finance 102, which kind of builds on using finance and mortgage strategies to help build your business. We'll do a COVID-19 edition, a pandemic edition, to talk in more detail about what's going on in the mortgage world, how you can communicate that to your clients, and how you can be on not only the defense but the offense at making sure that your leads turn into buyers and that your buyers are safe in the pipeline. Another one is improving your sales communication with video, things to know when you're going Facebook Live, optimizing social media, and I would even love to do like a member spotlight where we get some local top producers to share with each other what's working for them. So Rita, that's the basics of what I wanted to cover today. So I guess we can open it up for questions. So if anybody has any questions, type them in, or if you want to chit chat, let Rita know and she can unmute you. Yeah. So Rita, I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, we did have one question, Kevin, on can you give us more of a specific as far as what the interest rates are right now? Let's say somebody's got great credit and it's what, 30-year fixed or something. What might they be looking at?
That's a great question. And being specific on that is one of the hardest things to be right now. And a lot of it's because rates are changing so quickly. So if I pull up and talk to a customer and quote a rate at 10 a.m., by 2 p.m., it may be completely different. It's been more volatile than we've ever seen it. But if you have a very well-qualified buyer, 700 plus credit score, conventional mortgage rates actually right now are the best. It has to do with how mortgages and repayments and bond markets and such are structured. but conventional mortgages are the least risk to lenders. So we are able to get bond money that we borrow super cheap. Conventional mortgages are low risk. So there are great rates available for well-qualified conventional buyers. 15-year fixed, you can get in the twos, 30-year fixed, maybe upper twos with a little bit of a buy down, low threes. So conventional mortgages are excellent.
Wow.
FHA, VA, they're a little higher right now because of risk. So a well-qualified VA buyer, you're depending upon when they lock in, you're probably looking mid threes. Sometimes you can catch it a little below 3.5, sometimes a little above. So similar to FHA, USDA even. The problem, or the, I guess, challenges come in for folks that don't have those perfect credit scores. Once you are below 680, you're going to see some drastic differences, especially on your government loans, your FHA, VA, USDA. Even VHDA rates have gone up. VHDA rates typically are amongst the best around for anybody that's a VHDA lender, but their rates have come up as well. The programs are still available, just guidelines are a little tighter, and rates are, we'll just say, volatile, and it really depends on the buyer and the program that they select.
Okay, well, that's the only question that I have right now.
Okay. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining us. Like I said, we're going to do more of these. This is just kind of a general overview of how to be in the right mindset during the pandemic, and what to do to make sure that you're continuing your business and be in a good place to thrive for the rest of the year. As we move forward and do some more of the classes, we'll get into more specifics like social media, what to post, what to say, when to do, give you some examples. So a lot of the things that can help you on a day-to-day basis, implementing some of the things that you want to do in general to build your business. So, hey, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Kevin.